Hello, all you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Starlight New Dawn Scar, Chapter 3, Episode 10, Ruins of Old Greenwood. We shall begin, as we usually do, with introductions, beginning with our storyteller, Taldarius.
Hello, I am Taldarius, and I will be the storyteller for Starlight New Dawn tonight. I'll play the allies, I'll play the enemies, and I'll play everything in between. The only things I won't be playing are wonderful player characters. And my question for them tonight is, now that you know that relics are a thing, what would your character do if they found one? Would they sell it? Would they keep it? You know, there's a couple different options. What would your character prefer to do with something rare but valuable?
RZ, you're up first.
Greetings, everyone. I am Arzadeu, and I play Azarus, the off-card jangmo-o, who's just a dragon type. You'll also hear him jingle-jangle a lot. As for the answer to the question, Azarus would keep the relic. Study it, see what importance it could have, but other than that, just keep it. Why would he sell something valuable? I then poke the dart.
I've been poked. But good evening, everyone. My name is Seda, and I play Dart the Steel Ground Rockruff. And if Dart came across a relic, he would do all the science. You know,
All of it?
all of it. You know, poke it, lick it, sniff it, lick it some more. Joking aside, you know, relics are rare and potentially powerful. What secrets do they hold? We must know. We must learn more.
Hello, everyone. I am Razim, and I am playing as Jet, the Ghost Electric type rockruff. As for a relic, definitely a lot of studying. He would prefer to avoid selling. However, that also kind of depends on if he's got anywhere to store it. If, you know, kind of, he doesn't exactly want to be carrying a whole bunch of relics around, but he does want to keep them all if possible. After thorough studying, of course. Sin?
Sin?
I am Colada the Jerboa. I play Sin, the Steel Ground mawile, a mawile variant. And as for what Sin would do if he found a relic, he'd probably try and figure out what it does. And follow that up by potentially turning it into the guild, in case it could help the guild. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Alright, Vector?
Alright. Hello, my name is Aviating Wolf, also known as Avi, and I play as Vector, the Flying Water Rockruff. And, well, I feel like Vector would pretty much keep the relic, as not only just as the keepsakes, but always curious on what they do, all the wonders of what they can possess. So he is very curious. He wants to know what he can do with it. And if it gives him more zoomies, he will gladly be happy. More zoomies.
Okay, so we don't give Vector Hermes boots.
Give. No, too late. Now I'm gonna give. You will give it to me.
But you can already fly.
Well, that means I get to fly faster.
Azarus
it's
started jangling with them off stage.
Is the movement bonus per boot, or is it just like a set? Just like going from 2 to
Oh
4
my
boots
god.
increase the speed even more?
Oh my gosh, per boot. Oh no. All the zoomies.
All right, and our guest star, Kaza.
Hello and good day, everyone. I am playing Kaza, the mono-psychic type, who is assisting the party for a period of time. But as for the question, tough call, but he would definitely not
Joke.
keep it. He'd probably see who else needs it more, or who could theoretically put it to any kind of actual use.
Fair enough. All right, well, go ahead with the recap then, Avi.
Yeah. So last time on the Starlight New Dawn, so it was finally lunchtime after doing our quest to do some of the repairs on Greenwood, and well, Vector, everyone was able to get some lunch, and Vector wanted to show off his flying ability to the team, and Jet got some. We got some of the team members were able to get some uppies. Vector was able to lift Jet. Had a little bit of trouble lifting Dart, but was able to lift him up. But unfortunately, could not lift up Argus. And poor Argus thought that he was eating a little bit too much, even though it was his Vector being very, very tired. But nonetheless, we have completed our quest, and we were upon completing our quest, we were given a new one to go to essentially to make our way over to get a relic, or to go to the ruins of old Greenwood, to find a part that was needed. However, during our time, we were both navigating and making our way. We were able to explore a little bit of old Greenwood until we found upon a river, and then we found the raft, and we were trying to ferry everyone over. Unfortunately, Dart was a little bit hesitant to go after ferrying everyone else, and then Jet was able to kind of get across the river and come back. And yeah, and essentially Vector was last seen. We were last seen with everyone pushing everyone over to the or essentially ferrying over to the other side of the river, while Dart and Jet still on the other side.
All right. Does anyone have anything else to add?
Is there anything important else to add? Because I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Just Vector being cute, flying around, flying scion.
Fly,
Quest
oh yeah,
reward.
fly science. Yeah.
Quest reward, new quest, panic attacks.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and I guess start off with those who are already across the river, which would basically be everyone, as stated, except for Jet and Dart.
After yes, paddle doing some paddle kicks. Vector doing some paddle kicks to push the raft over. Yeah, okay. I think it was Shade, right? Shade and Argus that I was ferrying over, I believe.
Uh, I don't remember who was in the second group. I just remember that Shade rolled more than all of you combined.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was already, yeah. Oh,
He
wait,
decided to roll 14 successes or something like that.
oh, wait, no, it was, Sid. Yeah, I'm sorry, it was
Sid,
Sid.
okay.
Yeah, there we go, yeah. So I was able to, okay. Some, like, vectors just kind of, like, it's like a big, big relief. Like, okay. I think that's almost everyone. I do have to put this back a little bit later, but how did you fare? Hopefully it wasn't too bad, Sin.
Sin is like wobbly after the raft and ride, kind of blinks and smiles and says, "It wasn't too bad. Not used to riding on rafts or boats, though." Oh. Looks back at the water.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
He scoots away from the water.
It's
like,
oh.
Just glad that thing could hold us.
Oh yeah, I'm actually surprised. I'm actually really surprised that it actually went really well. Though, I'm just still breathing really heavily. Oh, I didn't realize. Not to be mean or anything, but that was a lot more weight than I thought.
Don't worry, I'm sure I could lose some more weight if I tried.
No, not. I don't mean like that.
Aren't you trying to get more weight again? After not eating for multiple weeks?
Correction, you all are trying to get me to eat more.
Well, it would probably be healthy, but I won't try and make you eat. Just try and take care of yourself.
I know several berries that are safe to eat.
Affirmative nod, as if that is all that was needed. And then Sid is going to look at Vector and just say, "I did mention that I weigh quite a bit. I'm a steel type, and that is part of where my weight comes from."
That's right.
Lifts up the jaw on the back of his head and lets it drop with a loud thunk.
Oh, heck. Is there anything on the boat itself? Is there any storage, or is it just like a?
No,
just a
it's
pure
literally like a little raft.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is basically just meant to keep you above the water as it goes across the river.
It's not
Gotcha.
fancy boat with compartments.
Well, yeah, I was kind of curious if there was any if there.
Just imagine like a log raft.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Though I do want to put this back before they actually, yeah. Victor just kind of looks this in. Have you? I know you said that this may have belonged to someone, but or I don't know, or you saw it, but have you noticed? Did you notice while you were looking? Was there anything? Anyone nearby the boat? Oh, I feel bad kind of just taking the boat, but I do want to put it back before. I do want to put it back before they notice, or wherever
Kaza
it is here.
slowly raises their hand. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah?
I could take it back and then do the thing I do. Teleporting.
Oh, right, you do teleport.
Yeah.
But would you be okay? I could always just fly over or swim across, no problems. Besides, I do like.
I mean, I
enjoy
can see the other side. It's not hard. Maybe I should have spoken up sooner. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let's not have Kaza do the work. You did the pushing of the boat. Raft.
My personal headcanon is that Kaza was just napping this entire time and floating along.
Except that he doesn't float. He has very limited psychic ability.
True. I forgot about that part.
No, my headcanon is just that Kaza was kind of just being a little bit shy and just going, they're fine if they just do this, right? They'll ask if they need help.
Sounds like Kaza was non-existent.
No, that'd be
The-
crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Though I do want to make sure I can check up with Dart because, well, I don't know. It does help to have to help at least support Dart to at least get across, but
I could take
It-
people.
alrighty, if that's all right with you, then I could. But
I don't
Ju-
mind.
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, alrighty then. If you want, no, Victor's just gonna climb out and he's gonna like do a little shake to shake off the water. He's like, I'm like, if there's if there's any have any issues or just give a yell.
Really. Okay. So who needs to or what needs doing? Do I take the raft across or am I taking people to the other side?
We're just putting it to the other side, just so.
Okay. As Kaza gets on the raft and and starts taking it back to the other side of the river.
All right, you may do so.
And once properly secured on the other side, probably back where they'd initially found it, maybe, he just comes back over. Okay, I'm ready.
Did you bother putting it back in the actual, like, hiding spot and recovering it, or did you just kind of, like, leave it in the area?
He'd probably put it back in the hiding spot. Because
All
that's
right.
where he found it. Or that's where they found it.
Alright, in that case, would you mind making me some kind of... let's go subterfuge for trying to, like, re-hide it and make it seem, like, naturally hidden again.
Certainly.
If you want to do that.
It
If you
seems
do
that my
cunning, you
pack-
get +1.
Let's see. He does have some dots in that. Yep. Google, why are you being funny like this right now?
Oh, did it do the funny where it, like, unloads your sheet and it's like, must reconnect?
Correct.
Isn't that everyone's favorite?
Totally! I forget.
On. Anyway, let's see. Mind, cunning, and what was it? Survival?
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. No dots in that. So that will just be mind. 6 dice. Any day now, Fantasy Grounds.
A wild tyrant has appeared.
Oh. Welcome, Tyrant.
Oh, it's not a tyrant, it's a tyrunt.
Tyrant.
I'm both.
Oh, but children can have the most dangerous of tantrums. Yeah, I'll use a willpower.
Okay.
I'll use a soul. Because apparently the dice are feeling a little spicy today.
Just a little bit.
Alright.
With a 0.
Can
You
He
just
has put leaves on it. So like, I might not be the best at hiding things.
Yep, I'm just imagining like a little bit of leaves just like kind of raking some of the other debris back onto it, but not exactly like hiding it.
Ah, yes, it's a very totally obscure hint that there's a raft here. What is it?
Yeah.
It's a children's video game.
Can
Obviously.
are we able to see Kaza on the other side?
It's inside a building, so.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like,
why?
well, I should
Oh.
probably get back.
Yep. And now would be a good time for a certain introduction.
Oh boy.
Argus, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Aurum, and I play Argus, the scaredy cat, crafty, hyperactive tyrunt, who is a rock dragon type.
Also, are you using the right mic?
I'm pretty sure.
Sounds like you're on a phone.
So you sound kind of compressed.
Dremmer, thank you very much for that follow. And yes, he got a new headset, and
Yeah, it's using the right one.
Huh.
That's me without background. You've never heard that.
no,
No, it is compressed.
It's a very poor quality mic.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
You're fine. At the least, we're not hearing echo, which is
That is true.
a big improvement.
I just wanted to ask to make sure.
We can try fixing it during break time or do it
Tyrunt
after
learned
session.
minimize.
I don't think that it's gonna work. I don't think there's gonna be fixing it. It's just the mic itself.
It didn't seem to be bad before, but it could just be I'm not used to having a microphone.
All right. Question of the day was: now that your character knows that relics are things, would your character prefer to keep it, or would they prefer to do something else, like sell it, if they were to find one?
If Argus found a relic, he would not sell it. He would keep it and put it on a display, and there it would stay and be shiny and pretty forever.
Keep it for display, but not for use.
Probably. Like his snow globe. That one's for display, not for use.
So it's like the good plates.
Yes, it is a good plate.
Or the decorative towels.
Oh no.
Oh God!
But if it's another wand of bread, that would definitely get used every day.
All right. But yes, you may return back to the other side, having successfully hidden the raft again.
He's a little embarrassed and glad that it is inside a building. Not that you'd be able to tell, since he's so garbed in pink that you wouldn't be able to tell that more of him is pink when he returns.
Welcome back, Kaza. Now, is Jet and Dart coming over soon, or are they just not coming over the river?
They weren't on the raft? Oh, I'm sorry. He will go back for them.
I think I should go back. I do need to check up on Dart.
Oh, come with me then.
Alrighty then. Let's go. And Victor's just he's gonna like start making his way, and he's gonna go ahead and try to like start swimming across.
Kaza would just take them across because teleporting is not a difficult thing for them to do.
Unless Vector just wants to go swimming again.
I just want to go swimming.
Oh, well, in that case, sure. Okay. Kaza will wait for them on the opposite end of the shore and start looking for Dart and Jet.
Jet is probably easy to find. He's kind of out in the open. I can't say for Dart, though Jet is keeping an eye on Dart the best he can, following along. Just giving Dart his space, though. Oh, hey.
Hello. Vector's coming back over. Is something going on?
Not sure it's my place to say. Sorry.
Oh. Okay. I'm not sure why, but you seem someone who's better at hiding things.
Vector's still kind of making his way over at this time, so.
Yep, alright.
Are you?
I might have some skill with it. Why?
I sure did put the boat back, but I'm not good at hovering it up like it was before.
Jet looks towards where Dart went, kind of nervously about whether or not to step away. Well, we can get to that in a little bit, sure.
Okay. Kaza will find somewhere to sit, as it seems that something's going on and he's not completely sure.
At this point, Vector's just gonna. Vector pretty much makes it this time, and he's kind of like. He's gonna climb out of the water, he's gonna do a little shake, and he's just gonna go as like, Dart, I don't know if you took a walk, if I remember correctly from last session.
Yeah, he walked a bit away from the riverbank.
Hmm.
I believe he stayed within sight of where Jet was, but was like, away.
Yeah, like I just want to make sure for Dart, like you're visible, right? Like we can see you.
Probably low-key visible, but still visible.
Hmm. Oh, Vector's gonna, come out of the water and it's gonna ask Jet. It's like, hey, you know where Dart went?
Jet's just gonna point at Dart. Who, again, he's kept an eye on Dart, so
Hmm.
he's not doing so good.
Vector just kind of, so kind of like sadly looks down, but all right, thanks. And then Vector is gonna slowly make his way over to Dart.
Want me to come with, or?
It's best not to overwhelm Dart, but if you, I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't mind having some company, but I don't know. Victor's like a little. He kind of gives a little bit. He's a little hesitant. He, I don't know. I want to go talk to him though, and he's gonna make his way over to. He's gonna make his way over to Dart. And I assume like at this point he's able to see Dart, and he's gonna like sit down and kind of quietly sit down with him. You know, he slowly like kind of like says like, "Is everything all right, Dart?"
Dart's gonna be giving out a bit of a long sigh and just be like, "Don't think it appears that everything is all right." He's just kind of just keeping his eyes closed.
Well, you want to talk about it? I mean, I know that I know you were really scared or well, that's how I felt from what you were saying when we were on the raft. So was was there anything did that have to do with it?
Honestly, still trying to understand what it is.
Doesn't have to make sense. Sometimes it's just best to just say it, and then we can make sense out of it. And if you don't know what it is, well, whatever it is, you know, you have us for it, you know, with you. Vector's kind of like looked down. He's like kind of looking down at the water. You know what's really funny? You know how I fell out of the sky in that barrel? How terrifying that was? I I was really I was really terrified, you know? And I still remember you, you know, and Jet and everyone else, Argus, Nazareth. You were all there, and I didn't know any of you, but you helped me. Um, even though I was just, I don't even know what I was. I didn't even know what you were. Vector kind of gives a small laugh. And, you know, a part of me was really scared of everything, but whatever I didn't understand, I felt that I still felt safe. Because I had you all. I had Jet, I had you, Argus, Jolene. No, I I don't know. I don't know how to say. I don't even know how to describe it myself. But remember when? But honestly, I should have been scared. You know, like you remember. You know, you don't remember when we were at town. You know, you told me to, to fly up and kind of just with my eyes closed. Like part of me was really scared, but I never really felt. It wasn't. I didn't felt any of that. I should have, but I haven't because well. I trusted you, and I trusted everyone, and I had you. I had everyone else here, and I know it's probably a scary experience. I, well, I haven't really know what you, yeah, I don't know what you're facing or what you're feeling right now, but I just want to let you know that I'm here for you. I want to, whatever it is. Wait, you have us.
Just as a question, did Jet walk over as well, or is Jet?
Yeah. I was actually about to ask if Jet wanted to. Well, it's like I'm sorry, sorry if it was like unclear as well, but like, yeah, you could. Yeah, Jet could follow. Sorry.
Okay, in that case, yeah, Jet would have gone.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's just kind of standing quietly to the side for the moment, at least. I'm here to help. I mean, you've helped us. It's only, we've helped each other a lot.
Dart's gonna continue breathing heavily and just begin muttering. It's when I first woke up here. Could have ended so quickly. Gonna just kind of trail off as he keeps breathing heavily a bit.
Yep. If I could trouble the two of you for perception checks. By the two of you, I mean everyone except Art.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Perception.
I'm gonna go with
Am I
mine.
part of everyone?
What'd you say?
I'm gonna go with mind, cunning, perception.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
gonna go body instinct, perception.
All right. I will say that currently Jet has enough, but Vector does not. So you may soul or will if you would like to, Vector.
I will soul that one.
Holy heck!
Oh my god! Oh, okay.
Emotional connection achieved.
All right. In that case, since both of you passed, both of you make an insight for me. Vector, for your... You got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You more than doubled the DC, so take reduced difficulty. You're looking for 6s.
Okay. Oh, oh
You
my
said insight?
gosh! Oh,
Insight, yes.
that's for insight.
Hey, those 6s came in.
This is now Vector's moment.
This is the rockruff brigade's moment.
I know, I was about to say, I mean, Jet hasn't rolled yet, so.
Oh, I stand corrected. I just got back. In my defense.
All right. Both of you have succeeded. Congratulations. You realize that it was like a very, very, very small movement, but it was consistently happening, if a bit jittery. Dart's, one of his legs has been, like, quaking a bit.
In the midnight sky, please
Okay, hold on.
carry my voice along.
Hold on. RZ, you're singing into your mic. Please mute if you're going to do that. So, one of Dart's legs has been shaking this whole time, and his eyes are a little bit dilated. This seems very similar to someone trying to hold off a panic attack.
Jet's gonna look over at Vector. Is Dart looking at us? Or is he
Yeah,
kind of
has
like looking
eyes
at the ground?
closed.
Okay, eyes closed.
Yeah, he had his eyes closed last thing he said, so.
Jet's
So
gonna...
I'd imagine, like, when he was saying the last things, he kind of just opened his eyes and was staring at the ground a bit.
Okay. But not looking at him still, so.
No.
Okay. In that case, Jet's making a hugging motion with his front legs at Vector and then looking at Dart.
You know, yeah, Vector looks down. He kind of notices it. He just kind of looks look towards Dart. I'm sorry. I know you were. I don't know if you were continuing to say anything, Dart.
He's just kind of just trailing off a bit, just kind of going back to a bit of his daze.
And can I do a hug attack? With
I mean,
doing
Jet was trying to ask if you wanted to do a double one.
let's do it.
Alright.
Alright. Turning a hug into an actual thing like that is an athletics check.
Well, okay.
Okay, pedantic one.
Hey, it is technically a reassuring friendly grapple.
There is a move called Let's Hug Forever.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's a Z move.
Also, this will determine nothing really mechanically, but it's funny to have you roll. So, roll athletics.
Oh my... Well, I guess we're doing it together, so let's make it a teamwork.
Oh, we're doing a teamwork. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
No worries.
Don't listen to me.
I'm
You know what? I'm doing a willpower on that. No, I will. I am going to make sure it's a damn good hug.
Add a +1 from Jet's teamwork.
+1. Yes.
I'm
He
just
has
imagining a duality
nothing.
of like one side being a nice squishy plush hug and the other one's just decapitation.
Oh my... I am not. No, I will not accept that hug.
These
That is-
moments are why I tell people to roll. They're funny.
You have
Oh,
botched
but
your
I'm not-
hug. Congratulations, their head popped.
You're right. I mean, sure, you have a new you have a new
I was taking a sip of tea.
I've been sipping tea this entire time. This is peak entertainment.
I just
Uh,
a Gatorade.
Vector, go ahead and use a soul on one of those ones.
your soul.
When you're
or-
Yeah.
when you're assisting each other, you can spend each other's souls. so
Okay.
He's granting you a soul. Alright, so now that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give it reduced difficulty, so make that a 5. Do you accept the friendship grapple with a success rating of 5, Dart?
Could I roll some kind of Can I do a roll to not burst out into tears? Complete
Sure.
sob?
Go ahead and make that a will +1 if you use empathetic and integrity.
I'm gonna actually ignore the +1 and go with instinct for this one. I feel like
Okay.
Dart's kind of gonna be the logic part of his brain's failing. He's gonna be kind of just running on high emotion here. Come on, quintuple run, let's go.
Oh dear.
just a little emotional scarring as a treat.
As a treat.
Dogs have weird treats.
Does that 2 meet your requirements?
Light sobbing as a treat.
Light sobbing as a treat.
Jart's not going to resist the hug. He's just going to kind of emotionally break down a little.
Oh, stop! It's gonna make me cry.
A touching moment from the Rockruff Brigade.
You're not alone on this, Dart. None of us are.
We're on this. We're in this together. Till the very end.
I could have very easily been at the bottom of that river. That's when I woke up. Just floating underneath the currents there.
It's okay. We got you.
We're here for you. It's not easy dealing with all of this stuff. I'm still surprised that Vector survived that fall. Sorry to bring that up, Vector, but you know, to me it also gives me a bit of hope because, well, you did survive. You survived you survived the river. Vector survived that fall.
But here's the thing. We made it. And we just have to just keep on sticking together. And we'll make it.
I know, and I keep on telling myself that it was easier to push it aside when we had more important things to worry about. When the Alabaster Gleam were, forcing us to run a little, it was easier to choose, the fear of going back to the river versus, running from big, scary monsters that, could have very easily ended us. But, now we're... Now that we're kind of, more settled, I seeing the river again just kind of brought all that back to the forefront. That first moment just everything unfamiliar, couldn't breathe, just sinking down. It took everything I had in that moment to push myself up, and part of me feels like there was a huge chance there that I could have just gotten sucked back down. Been too weak, been too confused and disorientated to make my way. I honestly don't know, by Arceus's blessing, how I made my way to the shore there. Took everything I had, and even if I just gave a fraction less effort, I may not have actually made it. And it's just kind of been sitting there. And
Oh.
go on.
No. Sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Dark. Keep going.
Mm. And I'm honestly, I'm and I'm worried I don't actually have the strength to face it.
Well, you have ours to help you face it.
You're not alone in needing to face it. You're not alone in dealing with this. I know that feeling. But you're not alone, though. That is the important thing to remember. And you do have the strength. You did have that strength. And I believe that you'd have it again if it happened again. Hopefully it doesn't, but, you know.
Darth's gonna race upon. Don't tempt fate.
Right. Sorry.
Well,
Fine. Were you going to say something, Victor?
oh no, sorry. I was about to say if one struggles, we all struggle, and we help those who are struggling. That's why we're here, right? That's why we wanted to join the guild. We're here to help, and sure as heck we're gonna help one of ours. I'm gonna like tap, he's gonna like tap on, Dart's badge. Remember, you're always with the team, and we're always gonna stick by you. No matter what. And I know that I know you're still facing that. But like I said before, you can always trust me. You can trust us.
Like, I know, and it's admittedly what makes it hit even harder for me.
What do you mean?
When we were journeying along, it felt like at times, you know, people turned to me to be that foundation for them. We were all going through this weird, turbulent period, and I was happy enough to take on that mantle just to, ease us and keep us pushing forward. And when I, some part of me deep down can't even get past this, I feel like I'm failing that role. I want to be there to bring out the best of all of us. Because I know we're capable of doing some great things. We have done some great things.
But we're also still learning. That's the thing. Oh, sorry.
You're fine. We've done all of these great things, but I can't will my body to cross the river. I can't do something so simple that and get over my own block, my own barrier. How can I be that foundation for others? Because if I'm the one that's afraid, how's that going to influence everyone else? And yes, I'm afraid.
And that's okay. There's so much things we want to learn, and heck, I don't even know what the heck is going on most of the time. I mean, it's only been how long since I've been here? How long have we been here? But we'll get there. I know there's going to be some scary things. I know there's going to be some scary things, something scary out there, and I don't even know what I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. But we're all getting there. Don't beat yourself up over it.
No one
We're
said.
all... Oh, go ahead, Jet.
No one has said that you need to have things figured out.
Yeah.
I mean, I was able to help you out when you were having those questions. Well, I've still got my own things that I'm still figuring out. If anything, your own struggles makes it easier to connect with others. Makes it easier to, reassure them because you're still able to get through things. Sure, crossing the river is hard, but maybe what we could do is find a very shallow bit of water and help you learn to swim at some point soon. Maybe that would help.
Yeah.
Puppy steps, please.
Yeah.
That's why I said very small.
Divine small.
Yeah, but we can start off with like something really, really shallow. Heck, I might even help you.
I was thinking shallow enough that you can at least stick your muzzle above the water.
Shallower.
Yeah, we could
Okay.
start. Whatever works. Oh, sorry.
What were you saying sorry for?
Oh no, sorry, I didn't realize. I don't know if you were still in the middle of something. So sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
But yeah, it's okay. But yeah, don't feel too bad. It's okay. I give a big rockruff hug.
Now roll for damage.
Okay.
Just a little bit of damage.
Just a
That's a
little
treat.
bit.
Just a little bit of emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
How? But
Would
yeah.
you like a side of... Sorry, go on.
Oh no, sorry, no, sorry. You're good. Go ahead.
Would you like a side of rockruff with your emotional damage? If so, which flavor?
Well, I know that we don't have. Oh, well, I think we're able to put the raft back, but I know that Kaza's here will be able to help us if you want, just so we can get across the river. But more importantly, though, you know, we're all in it together, and we're gonna keep on leaning on each other to the very end. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way.
I really appreciate you guys.
And we appreciate you.
I know it might be a bit of work, but Vector, could you carry me across?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, if that's what you want, I can.
I trust you.
Give a little. It's like giving a little head pat.
But before we do, could the three of us just stay here for a few minutes?
Yeah. Oh, let me. Yeah. Okay.
I appreciate the company.
Yeah. No worries.
All right. What's going on the other side of the river? Anything that y'all over there want to be doing?
Idle jingling. Nothing much comes to mind.
Sin is probably trying to keep an eye for the the others on the other side and around the general area both we're in and they're in for signs of any other mon, because Sin is very concerned that there have been other Mon around recently.
All right. In that case, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Perception.
All right, that's a 1.
Yeah.
All right. With that, you would, be keeping a lookout, but you don't see anything in particular.
Okay. Yeah. Sin is just going to be keeping an eye out for now, at least until the others get over here, because doesn't want to go off with the others in case they do come back.
Fair. Is Argus getting up to anything?
Yes, Argus wants to start working on building his own raft.
All right. Shade's going to be nearby as you do that, just kind of like studying the paddle and just going, what is this like sturdy enough for me to hit something with, or?
I don't know. Maybe. It was good in the water. And it did survive you going ham on it when you were going when you single-handedly oared the entire raft over.
I mean, Sin kind of helped. Whatever. It ain't like we're really gonna need to use it again. If something comes by, I'm gonna hit it with it, see how it works out.
Okay. Just try not to break it. I worked hard on it.
Oh no, if I hit something with it, I'm totally gonna be trying to break it.
What? That's mean.
If I'm hitting something with an ore, it's because I want to be mean to them, yes.
But that's mean to the ore.
I don't think the ore has feelings. I don't think it's a relic.
I have feelings, and I made the ore.
I don't think that means the ore has feelings.
You know, hopefully nothing will come by, but if it does, I can keep it still for you to hit. Teamwork.
Maybe I could just make you something to hit things with.
Like what? Stick, knife,
Nah, sticks are for burning.
Oars are for paddling.
Yeah, battling enemies, too.
oh.
Although, actually, now that I think about it, normally ghosts are around ruins. I can't just hit a ghost with this normally.
Exactly.
Alright, new goal. Figure out how to put dark-type energy into this so it can hit ghosts.
But how about I just make you a weapon like an oar, but
I don't know.
sturdier?
I think that I'm perfectly fine breaking this over a ghost's head.
I'm not fine with you breaking it over a ghost's head.
Then you shouldn't have handed it to me.
It was so you could get across the water.
Well, if you're gonna hit a ghost with it, make sure they're either have given consent or aggressive.
Why does everyone want to break my stuff?
I'll ask the ruin ghost for permission before bashing them over the head.
There you go.
Why does everyone want to break everything I build?
Well,
It's quality assurance.
Yeah. Q&A and RD.
For what it's worth, I don't want to break things you've made. Looks at Shade and then looks at the others. I don't
You
know about them, but I don't
you
think
were
they
offering to
meant-
hold him down so we could break a paddle on a ghost's head.
I was hoping that he wouldn't try and break it over them if they're held still. You don't need as much force in that situation.
No, it just means I get to tee up like like a... Insert sport here. I don't remember what the actual sport's called.
Baseball.
That one! Yeah, that sport. Tee up like I'm
What's-
playing baseball.
What's baseball?
Except the ball is the ghost's head.
What's baseball? Sin, what's
I
baseball?
don't think any of us would remember what baseball is.
I mean, that's why I was having Shade not remember it, but hey, if it gets supplied.
Well, yeah, but Aurum shouldn't have remembered it either. Or Argus.
Everyone knows what baseball is. It's on like every show. There's always a baseball episode.
Hey, maybe when he had that memory, there was like a baseball show in the background or something.
What if we came from a world that doesn't have baseball?
That's impossible.
Also, the
Every world has
mentioning
baseball.
of baseball is literally just for a meme, so I don't care.
You know, fair enough.
I'm
sitting
more
there-
for a gag than anything, so...
Also, I think it's, isn't it specifically T-ball that you have the object you're hitting just held
Yes.
still?
Or golf. But what's golf?
Well, that's when you hit something's head off and it rolls into a hole, and you invent the sport of golf.
And you shout,
Huh?
"For!"
That sounds horrific.
Sounds like a
Canonically,
Diglett.
how golf was invented in Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
That sounds horrific. I'd rather dance with fire.
That sounds like how Diglett was invented.
Ugh.
They're all just heads.
no, I'm pretty sure that it is canon in at least one of the Mystery Dungeon games that they have feet. So they're not just heads.
Yes, they do, in the first one, actually. A Diglett there makes a comment of, "I could feel it in my feet." And then your character...
No, he says my feet still feel like they're walking on air.
yeah, that.
Also,
Okay.
Diglett can learn Scratch and Slash, which means it has claws.
Well, yeah, they're just knives taped to their heads.
Yeah.
How does one infuse something with dark type energy?
No clue, but I'm gonna figure it out. Gotta hit ghosts after all.
Can't I just make you a weapon instead?
Nope, I'm hitting him with an oar.
Can I make you a different oar? That oar's for the boat.
I already
which
have
I
this one.
still need to make a raft.
Don't worry, then you could just make a new set of oars specifically for that raft.
But
Shade has a point, Arcus.
She does a point.
What reality are we in right now?
Oh,
This just in, Azrith is agreeing with Shade.
Okay, hold on, chat. I seem to have tapped into the wrong reality of the game. Let me just get it switched over here.
wait, hang on. I think my system's wrong. One moment. Alright, what does Shade do wrong this time?
There we
Shade's
go.
never right.
Back into the correct reality.
hello?
Also, it did the funny to Digi where if you don't talk for a while, it just yeets you into the timeout pillow nest.
Oh.
Ah, I didn't notice.
Yep.
I mean, the timing was convenient. The other 3 are probably gonna be a bit... Do you know how far we are from our destination?
Oh, it's like right over there.
Oh, we're not too far. Okay, that's fine. It's almost like we could just go in, take a peek around, and come back.
Yeah?
That sounds fun.
We could take a look, but if something happens over there or over here, then it would be hard for the other group to know. Well, unless it's super loud.
Easy, we'll have an explosion made.
Or we could just yell.
I'll just work on another raft so we have a way back.
We have a Kaza.
Yes, I'm right here.
Yes, but raft.
Oh, you just want to make a raft.
And there go the dogs.
I admire the creative spirit, but it's not very. What's the word? It might not be the right time for creative. Because we do have the raft over there, and we do have Kaza.
And the raft over there is put away. There is never not a time for creative.
What if we
I hear dice roll.
What if we all just go and check it together?
I mean, doesn't sound bad. And then we go figure it out, then we come back, we wait, and we know Argus builds their raft.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Sin is going to look at where the others were one more time, and then start walking towards our destination.
All right. By the way, considering you were trying to like keep a watch out, you would notice that Shade like moved like 15 feet away and has just been like swinging the oar experimentally.
Yeah. Shade, are you ready to go in, or are you practicing your backswing?
Oh no, I think I almost got something. What if I just try it like? And he's gonna make another swing, and like as he does so, like the oar's like coated in like a black energy, and then it recedes back. He goes, "All right, I figured it out."
Yay!
He rolled 9 successes on figuring it out on 5 dice.
Oh boy.
Rapid blink.
I don't know why Shade is so insane recently, but he just is.
I
What
mean,
did you
I
do?
have a few guesses as to why he's insane, but
Well, no, I mean his dice rolls being insane, not him. We already know why he's insane.
Because his dice rolls are insane. Easy. What?
anyway, what did Kaza say?
Oh, he asked, "What did you do?"
All right. It's pretty simple. I grabbed a hold of my dark type energy, which I learned how to use when I was throwing myself against walls for a month, and then I told it to go down the paddle.
It's an
So
oar.
you used it to cover it, or did you imbue the oar with it?
I don't know. I told it to do the thing. It did the thing. I'm pretty sure I could hit a ghost with it. That's good enough for me.
It's an oar.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's cool.
Let's get moving then. As he's just going to begin marching.
Sin is
Pretty
going-
content that Shade is not going to be able to explain more, and everyone just has their own way of doing it.
Yeah, Sin is also heading to our destination, trying to stick to the front, make sure that if something does rear its head, that he is ready.
Azra's in the back, jingling to jingle jingle jing ba da 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 da.
Argus is, I guess, slowly falling behind, grumpily glaring at Shade for stealing his ore and wanting to use it as a weapon.
It wasn't stolen, you gave it.
And because he can't make a raft yet.
There we go.
He has been trying to make one for 2 episodes now.
Soon it will be 5 episodes.
Soon, TM.
Yes, there's a TM called Soon.
You could always go visit the walking machine that is TM machine that is Pops. He'll teach you things. But yes,
Pops, teach me
you
how
guys
to
want to
fish.
go to the big building, correct?
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
Yeah, it's not actually taller. It's just bigger. It has a higher, it has a much larger footprint. It looks kind of like a warehouse-ish. The outsides and most of the nearby location is in various states of disrepair. Although, just from what you could see, the bigger building is noticeably in not better condition, but is still holding up like its integrity. It doesn't look like it's either half collapsed in or about to collapse in on itself. It just looks like it's extremely run down. But most of the other nearby houses and buildings and such are in noticeable states of disrepair and weren't constructed as carefully, so are actually, either half fallen in, destroyed, things of that nature.
Is there a very obvious entrance to big building?
There is. It's a big set of double doors, which are closed.
Yeah, gonna check to see if the doors are locked or not. Do not know if they have been sealed with a lock or not.
All right. Go ahead and make me an athletics check. Body.
Athletics.
I'll give you +1 with forceful.
Oh, so perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking anyway. Gosh darn it.
All right. With a 3, you would know that it's not locked. It's just in such a state of disrepair that, trying to move it at all is hellacious. Although, you do get a good enough of, a grip during one of your, attempts to open it that you are able to, open up the door, just enough to squeeze inside if you really wanted to.
Are the doors made of metal or wood?
Metal.
Can I use my magnetic burst attack next to the door to try to force it to swing open?
They open towards you. So
yeah, if I do the magnetic burst out, if I do the magnetic burst on myself, then
you may attempt to do so.
Is it? Where is it? It is range mind thingy. What is my range in mind? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 2. Okay. This is going to be fun, and nothing could possibly go wrong. Right?
Of course not.
Of course.
Especially considering you absolutely remembered to tell Sin that you were doing this as they were trying to open it.
Oh no, I got a lot of 7s.
You did. So with 6 successes, what's your physical integrity, Sin?
Physical is 4.
All right. Please take 2 damage for me as the metal door suddenly swings open with a force and hits you in the face.
I'm sorry.
Blink.
What?
I want to say it probably rings as it makes contact.
Bing!
Yeah, and then blink. Pry self from door. Look at Argus. Sigh.
Sorry.
Next time, just say something first, please. Rubbing the area that smacked right with the door.
I can open the door?
Just next time, just say something first.
Is there a Sin imprint in the door?
It didn't like bend that much, although there is like a noticeable tiny dent.
I'm so sorry.
Sin is gonna shake his head a bit, and then peek in through the door.
The inside is very dark.
Pull head back. Anyone have a light source? It's pretty dark in there.
You do know that Jet has one.
Does Azarus, soul orbiting him have a light source, or is it light source? Or is it too dim?
Yeah, so basically it'd give you like no more than like 5, maybe 10 feet of dim light.
Okay, so it's a glow stick.
Yeah, it'd be like trying to navigate by a glow stick, and it only really does anything if it's so dark that like any amount of light would be doing something.
If we grab some wood, I know how to make a fire.
Noticeably, the doors are made out of metal, and the rest of this place does look to be made out of metal, but the broken down houses seem to be made out of wood.
Can I go grab some wood sticks?
Why
This might not help everyone, but I do have flash.
What's flash?
It's this. Oh, hold on. You might want to look away for a moment.
Looks away.
Yeah, at that, looks away.
Now, why are the houses made out of wood and this thing out of a different material?
He is going to then make a very bright ball of light in his hands.
Would anyone like to ponder the orb?
Ponder.
Can Azarus compare Kaza's orb to his orb?
You can. First off, you can't look at Kaza's orb. It is unponderable because it is far too bright.
It is exceedingly bright, which is why this move lowers accuracy if he does not give you the warning, because you are blinded.
Going to be looking now at the door, or is that lit up enough to see inside now?
Yes, it would be.
Dang it, I can't make things again. Y'all are conspiring against creativity.
We're just trying to go fast. This place might be dangerous.
Yeah, I like creative solutions, but I don't want to stay here longer than we have to. Sin is going to take a very close look at everything he can inside the door, just for any potential danger before entering.
Why do I get the
Um,
feeling that Jet, Dart, and Vector, Dart and Vector are going to be basically right on the other side of the river finally, and then all of you show back up and are like, alright, we got the piece, we're ready to go.
Well, actually, no, because as they're going to be entering, it was going to swap back to the rockruff brigade.
I was expecting that.
Yep.
Too, Jet. We show back up and like, all right, everything's done. We can go home now.
Yeah, but rockruff brigade time.
Yeah. All right. Now I need a. Now where did Kaza leave that boat?
Well, it was in the same place that originally it was found.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. I was about to say, like, I thought it was like hidden somewhere again, but I'm sorry. Yeah, that's derp me. E. I feel I feel bad for Dart's. Like, all right, having this heart to heart moment. Like, all right, now, all right, get in. Like in the boat. But I'm sorry, but yeah, so
Get
so
in the
whenever you're
boat if
ready.
you want to live.
So
Dart's gonna be like, has to be like, Director, do you think you could carry me across?
yeah, I done it with everyone else.
Except Vargas, he's too fat.
I think
You're
he
right.
means. I think he means for you to actually physically carry him, not just push him in the boat.
Oh wait, you want me to push you want me to carry, like, actually carry you, Dart?
Fly me across?
Fly you across? Yeah, I can do that. But
It might take a lot of strength, which is why I asked.
I mean, well, what I can do is that I can push you on the boat. On the little raft. It'll be easier for me as well. And the raft is actually quite big enough. It was able to hold Argus. And it was also able to hold Sin and Nazareth. Oh yeah, so I would say, yeah, I would say I could push you across. And besides, pushing the raft back shouldn't be any problems either.
Dart's gonna kind of just freeze a little, just at the proximity to the water.
Yeah, and all you have to do is just sit on the raft, and I'll do the rest.
Dart's gonna hesitantly step on the raft.
Just he's gonna like start pushing it in, like, into the little bit to the water, and he's gonna
And
do
Dart's
this.
gonna immediately cover his eyes.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm just like, I'm doing the same thing where it's just like his, like, front body's just like flopped right on the base of the raft, and he's like he's like gotta like start kicking his feet. All right, you ready, Dart?
Oh.
It's okay. I'm gonna be with you the whole time. It's gonna like. It's just
What are you doing in all of this?
Wait, to Jet or?
Yeah, where's Chet in all of
Yeah,
this?
where's Jet? Yeah, I was like, Jet,
I
you
mean-
wanna hop on?
I mean, yeah, I could go with. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
the raft
doesn't need to,
explodes.
but yeah, he'll go with. Mostly to keep Dart as comfortable as he can.
I'm just imagining like Dart, like Vector's like like putting his paws on top of Dart's paw as he's trying to kick, as he's like kicking, as he's pushing the boat.
I'm just imagining just like Dart, just like tail between legs, one paw just covering eyes, other just firmly planted on the raft.
Oh my gosh! Okay, I don't know why my brain immediately went to Never Let Me Go, but it's the reverse of the Titanic.
To be fair, with Shade's plan, you definitely would have been let go, because you would have been literally tied to the boat.
But yeah, all right. I'm gonna like before like just like since as soon as Jet gets on, Vector's gonna start kicking his puppy feet, and we are now going to the other side with one puppy power. Okay. Swim.
Dart refuses to open his eyes.
It's okay. I was gonna ask, like, are we like all the way on the other side at this point, or?
This pause is not helping my anxiety.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to. I was deciding if I wanted to be mean and do like a creek thing, but nah, it's fine. Yeah, there's not exactly any.
The raft explodes.
No.
I
Raft
was
is now
deciding
on
if I
fire.
wanted to do like a description of like hearing the raft creak as you can like hear the water like splashing against it and sometimes going up and above and like lightly hitting, and then I'm like, maybe not. Maybe that'd be a little bit too mean for Dart. Maybe a tiny bit too mean. But yeah, there wouldn't really be any problems getting over. It just take a while because it's only really going to be Vector supplying power.
Only one puppy power.
It's only one puppy power with no paddles, so it's just gonna take a while, but there isn't really gonna be any problems.
This is just more proof that there's a puppy type.
Thankfully, it's not very windy, so there's also not really any waves.
So kicking. He's like, we're almost there. We're almost there. And I assume that we just get across, right?
Yeah, you can just get across.
Okay.
Notably, the rest of the
And
group is
here you
not where you left them, though.
Oh. Vector's like turning, like he's like kind of like leaning his head above, to, like trying to like over Dart and like Jet. It's like, I swear I had them there. That was the last time we saw them, and he's gonna like slowly like put the raft onto the shore. He's like, all right, Dart.
Dart has not opened his eyes.
Dart, you can open your eyes. We're across.
We're across.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. As Jet's hopping out of the raft. Yeah, pretty sure this is dry land. I thought you'd want to get over here right away.
You sure?
He's gonna get back into the raft and just kind of lightly bite on Dart's scarf and try to tug him gently. Are you sure?
I am very sure.
Alright, just give me a moment.
Oh God, there's a shark!
No, Jet, no.
That was out of character.
I was about to say, like, is that in character?
Jet's not quite that mean.
Because that would have been a very, very quick ticket to a paw in the face.
If you want someone to do something like that, maybe just ask Shade.
That would be something Shade would do.
Vector's just gonna be still just kind of hanging on to the side of the boat, just with a blip.
Yeah, Dart's going to kind of like shimmy up the shore, not quite taking his paw off his eyes just yet until he can just like, or onto the side of the raft just until he can kind of like feel the dry land, just pat, and then like step in the direction he think is the dry land.
I'm just gonna assume that that's forward because that'd be the most likely to be dry land.
The most logical, unless they got twisted around, but that it was the most logical one. Just kind of step forward and feel till the dry land. Take a step. Confirm it's dry land. Take the paw off the eyes. Plant it down and step off.
Jet is doing his best to guide you along.
Victor's just having too much fun in the water.
He is just being fish.
Fish. But see, we made it.
Vector was the shark all along.
Fish, 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 fish.
Just convince the shark with sushi, obviously.
Michael. But yeah. And as soon as Dart and Jet gets off, I'm gonna be back really quick. I'm gonna go put this back. And Victor's gonna slowly swing he's gonna like dive under and he's gonna like pop on the other side of the raft and he's gonna start pushing and swimming back. I'll be back. Don't leave yet. I don't want to lose you. I don't know where everyone left. And like he's like kind of like as he's swimming back with the raft.
All right. Are you going to try to hide it?
I'm just gonna try to put it back as it was last that Vector remembers what it was like. I don't know about hiding it, but
the last like version of hiding it that you saw it hidden was after Kaza made the attempt, which means that it basically just had a little bit of debris and like a couple of haphazardly thrown leaves.
I just wanted noted that I am having to fight between my own personality and Jet's personality right now. Because my personality is saying, alright, Dart, let's go hide behind a building. But I am Gremlin.
Dart just, staving off the second panic attack of, actually, crossing the river. Just be like, okay, it's fast.
Jet is giving another hug to Dart.
Yeah, Victor's just gonna leave it. He's just gonna leave it. He's just gonna punch a bunch of leaves on it. Haphazardly, and he's just gonna fly across.
Yep. Alright. In that case, now might be a good time for our scheduled break. And also, me just asking, because, I've been wanting to know this for a while. Why did all of you rockruffs have to have movement/directional based names?
Wait.
Vector, jet, and dart. Because I've been wondering this for a while, and I have to ask at this point.
Okay, so for jet, it is actually after the stone / gem / I think it's technically
okay.
a hardened piece of wood. But that is what jet is actually named after. It's just, planes and such.
Yeah. No, because all of you have names that can be construed as directional or movement based.
Yep.
Yep.
And it
And that's
wasn't
part of the
intended.
reason I fuck up on the names a lot.
And yeah, it was not intended at all. Like
Yeah.
it was all independent.
Yep. Because actually, what was Vector's inspiration?
Like vector, because since I remember we were like I remember that the reason why I chose vector was because vector is going to be a flying water rockruff. What do you use for flying? You use vectors. So I decided, oh, Vector would actually be would be a great name. And also that, if anyone remembers airplane, what's the Vector, Victor? Too many clears.
From what I understand, yours, Seda, was actually, like metal darts.
Actually, no.
Oh?
For me, I actually originally was thinking about like doing some kind of mineral based thing as well when I joined, but I actually opted to base Dart off of Dartmoor, a upland kind of geological formation in southwest England where I actually studied university. You have like basically a lot of these like igneous rock intrusions in the area that makes it very mineral rich, and it was actually a big mining area for southwest England. So a little bit of a personal touch there, and just shortened it to Dart.
Okay.
Neat.
But the fact that it lines up, it's the triple. It's beautiful. I love it.
Although I also do for like some of my other characters, like I have obviously Shades isn't that like deeper in depth, but for the other characters I play, it's like ridiculously in depth. Like for example, Rivamir is an amalgamation and mix up of the 3 people who made RSA encryption. And it's an amalgamation mashup of their names. And for Vane, it's actually not referencing Weather Vane. It's referencing the fact that there's a part of a feather called Vane, the vein of the feather, VANE. And it's that's what like the quote unquote shaft of a feather, called like the side of the shaft of the feather. It's called the vein of the feather, VANE. Character names are fun.
That's true.
I still remember.
Oh.
I still remember one of the rejected Dart names. I was contemplating naming Dart Cyanite.
Oh.
Poison puppy.
Well, no, it's actually just it's a igneous rock.
Yeah. Cyanite, not cyanide.
But no, that's the thing. Like, I read it as cyanite, but it actually, the proper pronunciation of it is cyanite, which was a little bit too close to, So I was like, yeah, let's not.
Argus was going to be Igus at first, like defender, because I thought he was going to be the tank. He was not. But Argus is much more fitting now because it's the name of Jason's ship in Greek mythology. And Argus built the Polgos, and he's trying to build a raft.
Eventually he'll make the ship.
Hopefully. I would love if Argus built an Argus.
I don't remember why I named Azarus Azarus. Maybe because Azur blew some. I forget. I have it written down somewhere.
I don't know, but I keep mixing it with your name.
I think it was one of the rejected ideas for when I was doing my rename.
For paint, that is... For that one, his actual name is just a series of barks, scents, and such, you know. Things that a doggo would, that's how they would, interpret each other. But the name Paint is what he goes by because that's what the farmer kids that, he kind of got adopted by decided to call him.
Oh god. Aurum has a really fun, convoluted story. I used to play Ark Survival Evolved. In fact, I still play it. And I had birds and pterodactyls. Pterodactyls were named after gemstones, and birds were named after metals. And I had a golden bird named Aurum, and I loved her, and she was my favorite dinosaur, and she died to a Gigantosaurus. So I built a grave for her. And I never got over her. And 2 years later, I started playing Guild Wars 2 and named a character after her in Guild Wars 2, named Aurum. And that color scheme ended up being the color scheme used on my tiger, who was going to be a griffin, but I couldn't buy wings, so it just went tiger. And now you have a tiger named Aurum, and that is why. Most convoluted thing ever.
For Asher, I don't remember the origin there, like which language, but it means guardian. For Nim, his full name, Nim Otar, is... It's actually, it's definitely not an official, you know, Elvish script or anything, but there was one Elvish translator thing that I found years ago where White Paladin was translated as Nimotar. And well, at the time he was a paladin, so it felt like it fit. For Squirrel, well, he's got ADHD.
He's a squirrel.
Well, he's a Riolu, but, yeah.
Riolus are just squirrels.
And this is, wise, information given to you all by the self-proclaimed Pokemon expert.
Yep.
They
Also,
got the big tails.
by the way, you want to know what's one thing I think is very interesting about Asher's name?
What's up?
Is that in Germanic myth, which is Germanic Scandinavian, which is what you would call Norse mythology, the thing about the name Ash, which is like, you know, part of like where some derivatives of the name Asher comes from, because there's also like the Hebrew version and there's a bunch of different versions, but this is specifically the Germanic going into English version. So after Ragnarok, there would be two people left, two normal humans, which would be Ask und Embla. And they would be immortal and born from the world itself. And if you think about, you know, Asher and Ash from DRS, that fits very well.
Yeah, that it does. For hunter, well, that one was very basic. He wanted to be a bounty hunter.
Ye-
There wasn't much, there wasn't that much into his name.
Yep. But, so in the Germanic, it's Oscar, A-S-K-R, but if you translate to English, it's Ash for the thing. Just, because I happen to be a mythology nerd, so I know shit like this.
Me too.
Yep.
Twinsies.
Yep. Also, this is part of the reason why Christianity was able to convert a lot of the Germanic Scandinavian mythology believers a lot, because you know, Askund Embla, Adam and Eve, a coincidence that was very similar and helped out a lot of conversion efforts, actually. Just because that happened to have some very interesting, like, connotations if you bring it into the whole thing of, like, you know, Adam and Eve, Askund Embla, both starting with the same letters and having very similar.
That was because
Hi,
most of our Norse mythology is only known from writings of Christian writers trying to rewrite it for the it was Christian writers doing it, and they couldn't go against their Bible, so they rewrote it in a way that made it more Christian, but also held some of the actual Norse myths.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why there's a lot more similarities between the two.
this paint model is looking so good.
It is.
Sorry, I am also a nerd. Hi.
Yep.
Coming soon to a stream near you. Paint. I suppose I should probably go set up a card for him.
Although, this also does come from the Völuspá, which comes before the Christianization of Iceland. So,
Ooh.
yeah. So it's from the Völuspá, and the so you know the poetic Edda, the portion that was, like, you know, made during the 900s,
Yeah.
not the later portions.
Some of the bits we still have because there's
Yeah.
not much.
Yeah. So this is one of the things where it was just legitimately one of the reasons why they were able to, you know, convert so many people so easily. It's because this was a point where it matched by coincidence so perfectly.
I like that.
And the reason I know this is because I've taken classes on Germanic Scandinavian mythology legitimately, and this was an entire unit of study.
I sadly have not gotten to take any mythological classes.
Sad.
All of my knowledge is self-learned.
All right. We're at the end of what is the break time, so let's go ahead and do a bit of a roll call. You still here, RZ?
Where?
Seda? The Seda is not here. Let's see who else
I'm
is
here.
here. Oh, okay. It's okay. Zim, you're here, I think, right?
No.
Okay. Moving on then, Colada.
Oh, yes, here.
Avi,
Zoned out.
Yep, I'm here.
and did you? Did you? If you're talking, you're still muted.
Enja!
He's probably just dealing with dogs. But it's
Puppies.
fine for now because we're gonna continue on with the rockruff brigade. So we can afford to have Digi gone for a little bit longer and still keep going.
Rockruff Brigade.
Yes. Vector, you have just finished flying back over the river.
Jet is putting upon Dart's back, patting softly.
Pat, pat.
Pat, pat, pat,
Pat, pat. Pat,
pat,
pat.
pat, pat, pat.
Pat, pat,
I'm
pat,
gonna
pat, pat,
Vector's
pat.
like kind of like slowly like lands, and he's gonna a little pat pat to the dart. Like, see, wasn't too bad, was it?
Yeah, you made it.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. You made it.
Pat, pat, increase.
You made it. Was not as easy.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's go. Let's go find where the others ran off to.
Mm-hmm. Actually, where did the others ran off to? Actually, I know that
Prob-
we were supposed to. Oh, go ahead.
Probably the big building we were going to look at. They
Right.
probably got impatient.
Yeah, we did took our time, but that means hey, we all know where we need to go.
Uh, I'm not going to repeat all of it, but you're going to get like the same description of the building and the surroundings. And if you want to roll any perception checks, you can. If not, just accept it. Move on. You know, what do you want to do? Perception, investigation, knowledge
Just
gaining skills in general.
I will do a perception.
All right, go ahead.
Jet will
that
assist.
is-
Add 3.
At 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So remember how I said that most of the houses are dilapidated?
Mm-hmm.
There's one that you see that is not nearly as dilapidated as the others.
Oh.
I mean, you're not seeing any movement from it or anything. It's just obviously this one has been not just completely abandoned.
Hmm. Like you can like it's like kind of like maintained and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not in the best of shapes, but it's also not falling apart or anything. It's a little bit run down. Like, you know, there's a couple different like shingles that might need replacing. Like the paint's peeled off. But overall, it's actually like perfectly fine.
Hmm.
Well, that's odd.
Yeah. It seems. First the raft, and now this.
I don't believe this is on the opposite side of the river of the raft.
Shall we go knock and see if anybody's home?
Can't hurt.
Eh. Yeah, totally can't hurt. On second thought, maybe we shouldn't.
Though it is, I am very curious.
I am too. Let's go.
Never know. No, you want? I mean, what's that? You wanted to knock, right? Come on, Jet. Let's go. Let's go knock.
He is very nervous, but he's also the curiosity is winning. He is going over to knock.
Curiosity killed the cat, but not the dog.
Exactly.
Hey, you gotta remember the full saying. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
And I thought it was because it still had 4 more lives.
Vector is
Knock,
like gonna knock.
Tap, tap, tap.
Knock,
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 knock, knock.
knock.
Tap, tap, tap. All right. As you knock on the door, it seems like it's actually like a fairly big door. It takes just like a tiny bit of time. And then the door starts to creak open. You do hear like a couple of like loud footsteps. It seems like whatever this is, it does actually weigh a fair bit. As you are greeted by fuck, how do you no notes. Why do you have to it did the joke to me where it reloads my notes. Thank you, Google. Thank you, Google, very much. I was pulling it up, and then the notes go bye-bye. No, reconnect. Reconnect. I own you. You will reconnect. Okay, there we go. All right. And on the other side of the door, as the door swings open, is a rather large chitinous blue bug creature thing. It has like 6 spikes or so, 3 on each side, which are tipped in red, coming out of its neck. Notable colors is blue, yellow, black, and red. Got eyes like kind of on the side of its head a little bit. It's gonna squint at you and just go, I don't like telemarketers.
What
Or
are
door to
those?
door. Wait, no, not telemarketers. You're here. That makes you door to door salesman. I ain't buying.
I'm not sure what those are, but we're not trying to sell anything. We were just curious. Sorry to disturb.
The eyes squint a bit more.
We weren't expecting anybody to actually be living here.
Well, what we mean is that, well, I assume you are a resident of what I assume to be the old Greenwood.
Bunch of fair weathers leaving the town and going someplace nicer. He kind of starts grumbling and like starts walking back into his house, but leaves the door open.
Chet's just gonna look at the others and
It's like Victor just shrugs and he just kind of wanders in.
May we come in?
Is the door shut?
Like, okay, we're sorry. But yeah, but I do apologize. But we're from the guild, and well, we were told to, we're told, here to do a mission, and I guess more or less, we were just kind of curious what happened. What happened what happened to Old Greenwood?
Well, it's not really anything too big or important or anything. It's just that, well, you know, Xerneas comes around and says, hey, you should pick up and move, and like a bunch of Woolo, they all decide to pick up and move. But not me. I was born here, raised here, lived here, and I'm gonna die here.
Oh,
Was there any reason given for the move?
I didn't care to ask. Obviously, it wasn't that important if I'm still living here. Starts counting on his, like, you know. He doesn't actually have figures. He kind of has, like two like claw talon things. I don't quite know what to call them, but like just kind of
Individually counting back and forth on each claw.
Yeah, it's kind of like 1, 2. How long has it been since Greenwood got abandoned?
That's what we've been asking. Well, I
don't think we were told an exact date, but I think it was somewhere around like 500 years or something.
Yeah, we're kind
Centuries?
of new to the area.
Yeah. By the way, my name's Jet.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. I forgot to introduce ourselves. Yeah, and my name is Vector.
And I'm Dart. We're part of one of the newer teams in the area.
Vector happily waves.
He kind of does like the squint thing again and goes, well, at least you remembered your manners eventually. Since you introduced yourself, I'm Henrik.
I was half expecting this to be Jakovich.
No, it's not Jakovich. To be fair, if it was Jakovich, he would have been talking your ear off 15 bajillion times already.
Fair.
He would have wanted to see a door-to-door salesman.
Yeah.
And sell him something.
Gotta remember, Jakovich loves door-to-door salesmen.
But I guess more or less of I wanted to ask, did you by any chance have a raft that gets you across the river?
A raft. Oh, that's probably what that kid uses to come and try and talk my ear off about random stuff.
Who?
Don't know his name. Never introduced himself. He is, I think, from the new Greenwood. I think. I never really asked, but yeah, there's this kid that comes by and starts trying to tell me about his day and ask how I'm doing, and I don't really kick him out, but I also don't pay too much attention.
Do you know what they look like?
Oh, yeah, they're a Bagon.
If you don't mind my asking, but well, we aren't kind of new to this area, and we haven't seen a Pokemon like you before. What are you?
Well, I am what's called a fossil Pokemon, but in particular of what kind I am. Oh, let's see, what's the name for me nowadays? It's changed a little bit. I think I'm called an Armaldo these days.
What do you mean by fossil Pokemon?
Well, you see, we died out, and then we didn't.
That's an explanation.
I love it.
Can I just say? I'm gonna say this out of character.
Do it.
I feel so bad saying this. Oh, so like you, Jeff?
Oh,
I'm
Ow!
so sorry. And that's Vector. That would be Vector in the most like innocent and like most like the most innocent way
Please
possible.
say that in character because Dart wants to face pause so badly.
You know what? Heck it. That would be something like Vector would say. I'm so sorry.
Well, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I mean, I said it. I was died and came back to life. So that would that be like like you just Vector in the saying that in the most innocently and like most naive way possible. He's like, oh, so that's what so that's would be like that, right?
Actually, no. Dart's not gonna face paw. He's just gonna do the concerned pose with double paw in the center, just like
concerned.
eyes wide, just like, oh no,
I'm so sorry.
our
God.
concern.
I'm so sorry, Chad.
So
you
what's his
really-
response to that?
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh wait, no, this is for Jet though. This is to Jet.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Oh, okay, go. Sorry.
Jet's just kind of looking over at Vector like, yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, Hedrick is just gonna like stomp up, squint at Jet, poke him a bit, and go, no, far too squishy.
Squishy?
Oh yeah, I mean all the fossil Pokemon I know aren't generally squishy, so you're not one of those. What are you?
I've been told I'm a ghost type. I'm still not certain if I'm actually alive or dead.
Though apparently we are all rockruffs, if that either clarifies or adds to the confusion.
Jet, what's your physical integrity?
Oh no.
Is Jet getting appraised?
Is Jet getting slapped?
No.
Is Jet getting
no.
trapped in a lamp?
No. I'm like, no.
3.
Oh wow.
I'm not sure how it's
take-
3.
Take 4 damage. So just not 4 damage. Sorry, 4 damage minus 3. Take 1 damage. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, what the?
I was about to say,
frick?
like, okay, wait, no, wait, hold on. That one was before the integrity. Sorry. And does Jet react to like getting suddenly poked hard enough to draw blood by a pincer?
Ow! Ow! That! Ow!
Oh, you're not dead. If you were dead, that wouldn't hurt. Congratulations, you're alive.
Jet is looking at the wound. Or notably, instead of blood, it would be, shadows.
All right. He is not amending his statement.
He just kind of rubs at the spot.
I
backing
said,
away slowly.
the three of us are supposedly rockruffs. If that either alleviates or aids in the confusion.
Ain't never met a rockruff like any of you three, but then again, the world just seems to be getting weirder, so I'm not going to question it too much.
Weirder how?
Oh, I mean, there's the merger and everything, and the emergency, and also we gotta help out a bunch of other people, and I just decided to stay here. I didn't want no part of that. And then I died, and then I was brought back, and then I kept living here.
The merger?
You were brought. Wait, what?
Okay, back up, please. The merger?
Yeah, the merger.
What's the merger?
Did you not go to school or anything? I figured they'd still teach this.
That's complicated.
Jet's just kind of
I
looking at
don't
the
think-
other two, like, just like, should we just tell him?
Heck it, it's
You know, I think it'd be best if we just to tell him.
Okay, so we're actually what was the term? Awakened Pokemon?
we have no memory of who or what we were before. We just kind of woke up like this.
You gotta just tell him you're amnesiac.
I'm not sure we've even been given that term yet, actually.
It's been tossed around like once or twice, but not enough to really settle.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think Shade brought it up like once. Because that's what Bippin called him once. But, yeah. Oh! How long you been here?
3 or 4 weeks,
If that.
if that.
A
Maybe like
few
a week.
days. A few days. Victor shrugs.
There's a little bit of question of exactly how long we've been here, because, well, as far as we're aware, there was one point where we went on an adventure, took, not even a day for it, and according to Starlight, a week had passed. Or more.
Around that time is when I woke up. Probably about a week or so after that, we stumbled into Vector, who fell from the sky. Yes, the story's getting weirder.
Oh, don't worry. I'm about to tell you something that's about to make that look reasonable and make sense.
You mean aside from the fact that you apparently died and then were brought back?
Oh, that's not important.
Me dying and coming back to light is not important. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Dart's just gonna pull out his notebook. Well, I'm all ears.
No, I think you definitely just talked out of a mouth, so you're definitely not all that.
Oh my god, it's a second Shade.
No, he just seems like it's not like a making fun of like sass way. It's just more like he is stating this as a matter of fact. Shade is sassy when he does this. Hendrik just seems like he's being completely serious.
Okay, so this is actually Taldarius in Pokemon form.
Ah, I never.
Why
took
is
him
it
as
every
Mawile.
time someone old shows up, you just say it's me in Pokemon form?
I mean,
It's not the old part,
Has he
it's the
been wrong
pedantic
yet?
part.
You know, it's really weird that you say that, because it's the amount of times you said that, I have like 2 nickels by now. Really weird, but convenient.
It's weird it happened twice. All right. So, he's gonna go. All right, but no matter on that. So, a long time ago,
In a
there was an
galaxy far, far away.
apocalypse. And so, we wanted help to deal with an apocalypse. And so we reached out to other worlds to try and get help. Unfortunately, a bunch of other worlds had the exact same damn idea at the same time that we did, and we all reached out for help from each other while we were all having apocalypses going on. And so, what ended up happening is that all of each other's apocalypses started crossing over and cross-contaminating the worlds. And at that point, we were kind of linked together, and so then there was all these shackles that were put into place that kept the worlds together, so that way, you know, each world could help out the other with all of the apocalypses that were going back and forth and spreading, because each one kind of knew how to deal with theirs, but if it spread, the other ones wouldn't know. And then the gods decided that they were each going to stay on their own little version of the world and ignore the other quote-unquote continents. And then it kind of settled down, and now everyone just kind of mostly lives here, but the apocalypses are still technically there, and overall, it's a lot more stable, though. Just, you know, so long as the gods keep the shackles all together. If those go, that'd be bad.
The gods being like some of the legendary Pokemon like Xerneas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they generally sit around important locations where shackles are located, and, you know, because each of the Palkias got together and put them all together, and now the gods go on, like, shifts for a few centuries and guard where there's the shackles, and, you know.
Dart's eyes are just going to blankly stare forward as he just kind of has that, like, ... existential dread build fade in. Cue that horror movie camera zoom in on his expression. Just
The fishbowl where, like, it zooms in, but everything else goes blurry and flares out.
Oh no. Oh no. Start just blinking, staring ahead, and then just mutters, "Oh no."
But yes, congratulations. In this setting, we don't have time gears. We have reality shackles.
Holy fucking shit.
I want to collect them all.
No!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Vector's like having this like kind of like attentive, like kind of doing this like innocent, you know, like listening to the story, and then
I just imagine the 3 rockruffs are just like all staring at each other, just like turn, face the other, turn, face the other, just be like, "Oh no.
oh
no.
no.
Yeah, so if you get dragged by it's still going on technically where we ask for help from others, and sometimes it catches people that it's not really supposed to, but if it does, it just takes all your memories away, or at least most of them, and well, yeah, you get some good effects, some bad effects, and we just call you awakened because you woke up here. Oh, it's still going on? You said 500 years, right? Huh.
I can definitely say we have not been told this yet.
Oh.
And that also explains why Alabaster Gleam might have attacked Starlight.
Ah. So when you told me that they were bad, I didn't realize it was this bad.
I did not either.
But none of us did. Oh no, 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 no.
Argus did. He said they were going to end the world. But Argus was also overreacting.
Oh yeah, by the way, and in case you're curious, the apocalypse that we had. Have you ever heard of zombies? We had zombies.
What?
What?
Oh, I think we ran into some.
Oh,
What?
Controlled by the
well,
alabaster
congratulations,
queen.
you're still alive.
Barely.
Just to make sure we're on the same page, what, in your definition, is a zombie?
Well, it's a previously dead thing that's brought back to life, but not in the same way that the fossil Pokemon were. We were like, sciencey stuff. They were magic, and they weren't like fixed or properly brought back to life.
So like a walking corpse?
Yeah, basically.
Dart just going to
Yeah.
like pitter patter in place, just do a 180, just go, and then pitter patter back 180 back facing.
So,
Let's see. A couple of the other ones. Extra dimensional invasion. That was one of the other worlds. Well, what was one of the
Cal.
others?
are you specifically tying this one, Starlight to?
Actually,
Lots of
no.
chaos.
This is just straight up like Ultra Beast stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
No, this was Ultra Beast stuff.
Okay.
One of the other one got like Ultra Beast invasion, wasn't able to properly deal with it. So there was
One had time.
that's me in real life. Don't worry, he's not coughing.
One had a horrible disease.
But yeah, there was zombies. There was one where there was an experiment that went wrong. Unrelated to the extra dimensional invasion one. That one was a different one. The experiment, if I remember correctly, it was not zombies, but more of like a hive-mindy thing. Which was really nasty when it got to the bug types of that world, but Another one, there was, they were a lot more technologically advanced, and then they, there was, like, a lot of pollution and radiation that happened there. That one was a little bit more mundane until the other... They just wanted help with that, and then the other apocalypses started going through it, and then, that mutated pretty fast, and now they had actual apocalypses to deal with.
Now, when you mean by worlds, like you're referring to like the continents, right?
Well, yeah, kind of like with the shackles. What ended up happening is that they all just kind of got merged together and formed into like the whole world basically got like changed into being a continent, kind of, or like a set of continents. And yeah, normally the gods just kind of stick on their own version of it because we all have our own sets of it. And then by the way, yes, that's why they were saying a Xerneas, not the.
Wait. So is Victor is just Victor's gonna like he's gonna like sit on his like on his hind legs and like he has his head like covered. It's like trying not to get a headache. Wait, does this involve like other dimensions and such other like world versions?
Oh yeah, Yeah, that's why I said we all got shackled together, and, the problem started merging together, and then so... Because
Oh,
it was
no.
getting exponentially worse because they were merging like that, we all mostly just stay on our own continents without really interacting too much. You can still technically go over there if you really want to, though, I guess.
Well, we do need to finish our quest first, but oh no, oh no.
So, curiosity does kill the rockruffs, apparently.
I
Well, I killed
immediately,
2 of them. One of them's already dead.
I, I'm immediately thinking about a particular event that happened to a particular guild hall, and Vector's pulling out the badge. He doesn't see anything change, right? Nothing changed on
Yeah.
the badge that was thrown into the little pocket dimension.
Yep, it's just slightly different. Are you, showing it to Hendrik?
I just calling it out. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna show it to Hendrik. It's like, this isn't going to this doesn't have to involve making tiny holes and interdimensional holes, right? Pulls out one of the badges like, you were well, there was a particular Pokemon that was traveling around and left a little pocket dimension. I, hopefully it's not gonna cause more trouble.
Oh, I mean, hmm. I guess unless they did it, on top of a shackle, or... I don't know the full functionality of it, but
Mm.
I'm just gonna guess that if this entire place hasn't, exploded or warped, then it's probably fine.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Besides the
All
breath
right.
of sigh of relief.
Now, is there any other ones? There was the time travel world. There was the plague world. I think that's all of them.
Oh,
Anyways, there's 6 other worlds, and then, it started getting a lot worse, so now we all just stay where we're supposed to, generally. Although, if one of them goes, it might make the others go, because each one's shackled to the other, so if one gets taken out, it'll probably weaken the others, and...
Joy.
mhm.
Yep, so, lesson of the day. Don't mess with the shackles.
Writing that down.
Also writing that down.
Also, it seems irresponsible not to tell you guys what's going on.
No, I really appreciate it.
No, I mean for
Likewise.
the others. I live in a
Oh.
hut in the middle of an abandoned place. Why am I telling you this?
Oh,
I suspect with everything else going on, they probably didn't have time for the briefing.
Think they forgot? Maybe they just forgot.
Probably.
Well, I mean, it might be that they just have been too busy. Considering right after we arrived in Starlight, one of the gems from the Xerneas were stolen, and then when we got back, it was taken over by Alabaster Gleam, and they were spreading a plague, and we got chased out, and then when we got back again, they had way too many jobs going on and trying to rebuild from Alabaster Gleam. And now we're here.
Yep.
Oh god, now I'm worried about going back. What's gonna happen this time when we go back?
Let's let's
Party?
let's first maybe let's get the thing. Vector just kind of just stops, just starting to worry a little. It's like
We're all
This
gonna finally meet up with the rest of the party, and we're all just looking terrified and pale as hell, just like...
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
blur-
we're back! Welcome back! We got the thing. We're jingling all the way back home with a happy tune. Don't look so terrified. Nothing bad's happened.
yeah, they don't know.
Like, well, start processing everything. Henrik, really do appreciate the insight, though we are on a guild mission to go try to find a gear for the water wheel. We did leave our party somewhere on the side of the river.
However, I do appreciate however, we appreciate the history and being so kind enough to fill us in as well.
Well, on the plus side, at least now you know.
Though, if I could ask one more question, there is something that's kind of raised back to my mind after all of this. Considering all the weird world merger stuff, still trying to wrap my head around that. Wouldn't MD Industries sound familiar to you?
Oh, yeah. Although, didn't think they were still around, but okay. So, remember how I said there was, remember how I was listing off a bunch of different apocalypses? They're from one of those worlds. They're not from this one.
Wait, what do you mean by those worlds?
I don't know
the
which
other-
one in particular. It's just, I know they're from one of the other worlds. It's just not really been a problem.
Vector's gonna have a very just blankly staring.
Although last I remember, they made a bunch of really dangerous, crazy, insane shit. So maybe don't go interacting with them.
Victor is going to start walking away. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to go. And Victor's gonna start running out.
Vectors from another world.
Dart's gonna like look to Jet and be like, Jet, could you?
Yeah. He's going after Vector.
Alrighty. And what is Dart doing?
The Rockruff Brigade, bringing you trauma every week.
Trauma and happy fun times.
Happy
This has
fun
been your-
times.
This has been your weekly Rockruff Brigade depression segment.
Don't worry, we had two.
Just when he wanted to be happy.
Meanwhile, the other just being happy. I'm sorry.
But seriously, what is Dart doing?
Dart's going to kind of just like say, I don't
think we have a choice. And Dart's gonna then look up at Henrik. It might be similar for Vector and Jet there, but when we were wandering around the outskirts of Starlight, still when everything was very hazy to me, I was still trying to, get my footing, as you'd imagine. And in finding everything very unfamiliar, I saw their logo and it was familiar.
I will remind you, just in case you forgot out of character, the MD Industries were also on the barrels and such that Vector fell with.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm not sure
I
if
just
you
actually-
forgot out of character, so I was making sure.
I didn't. I just actually couldn't remember if Vector found the logo familiar or not.
Out of character. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But yeah, Dart's just
Uh,
saying, like, I don't know who I was or what I did, but all I know is that logo, that MD Industries logo, was familiar. So I've been few of us have been trying to nail down, what they were, what they did, because somehow we got tied up in it. Or it might be a part of who we were at some point.
Well, I don't know what they're up to nowadays, but they always were interested in expanding the brand, as it were, so. I wonder if they got into the whole trying to, like... They might have gotten into the whole trying to sell their stuff across realities. That sounds like something they do. Considering that, in the middle of a bunch of cross-contaminating apocalypses, they were more focused on setting up shop in a bunch of different worlds while they had the chance.
Against our better judgment, if we wanted to know more about them, where would be the best place to look?
Well, around here, I know that at one point they tried setting up something in Starlight. Not sure how that's doing. Well, other than that, I never really bothered with them. They didn't really have anything I ever needed, so.
Very fair. Again, I appreciate the insight, because trying to figure out, where we are now in times kind of requires us to look back in who we were, and trying to clear that up has been something I'm trying to fight for. As scary as it is at times, because so far what I remember, I'm not... I don't like. So it's gonna kind of just like look down at the floor a little bit.
So you just gonna ruminate staring at my floor?
It's been a lot. My apologies. But I'm gonna go check on Vector, because I think it's our turn to comfort him. Henrik,
So-
it's been...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, gone. I was going to say, Henrik, it's been a pleasure meeting with you, and I mean, love to have another chat. You seem very, very insightful. If you'd be okay with that, that is.
I'll talk with you more if you make sure to tell the people in New Greenwood that they're a bunch of fair weather folk.
Dart staring blankly, like, not sure that would go over well, but I'll make a note of it. Thank you very much for your time and your insight. It's been invaluable.
Henrik will just give you a nod,
And Dart's gonna just scoot out the door awkwardly.
and Henrik will close it behind you.
Dart's gonna look to see where Jet and Vector have gone off to.
Where have they?
Well, Jet's going after
Uh,
Vector, so...
Well, yeah.
Vector
Perhaps-
doesn't know where he's going. He's doing the zoomies. The panic zoomies.
In that case, Jet's gonna try and... tackle hug.
Heck,
Do you wish to allow the tackle hug?
yeah, that was...
Vector! Vector! Stop! Oh.
I just... Vector just kind of like stops. He just... So, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just...
Paw to the muzzle. You don't need to apologize for anything. Just worried because it's dangerous to be off on your own like that.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking. Sorry about that. It's a bit rude of me just to run off like that. But now I'm just... dang it. It's just what... it's just getting frustrating. The Vector's like, kind of like a little bit of pouting. He's like, I'm just getting frustrated now. Just... I thought I didn't care about it, but I, I, I Vector's like kind of like calm down. He's like gonna like trying to control his breath. I just I don't know. I just felt like I had to run. Maybe just to get it all out, get that energy out. Just
Well, yeah, but... you still need to... You still gotta figure out why. Because just running off like that can be dangerous, and it clearly was prompted by something.
I don't know. It just Not gonna lie, I kind of hope that was the last time I would hear about that.
About
I
the
don't want to know
empty.
about. Yeah, I don't know why. Why was I in that barrel? I still don't know why I was put in a barrel. It dropped from the very sky. It could have killed me, and I just and now I have to deal. Now we're dealing with worlds and shackles. I just I just don't know anymore.
Do you
I know
want
I'm
an
trying to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jet.
Do you want an answer to that question?
Do I really want to? Yeah, I just want to help people. I just want to help. I just want to help those who need help. I'm lucky, but I know I should be focusing on the mission. I want to just. We should probably be doing. We should probably be doing that right now. But here I am, just running around.
I think at this point,
Because
Dart's gonna probably go into the frame and just interrupt and just be like, "Welcome to the club. Here we are supposedly focusing on a mission, but we're dealing with our own trauma."
We've all had a lot of problems. But if we don't
but
ask questions, we're not going to get those answers.
I'm just worried. I'm just so worried because they're so dangerous. Why was I in a barrel? Why would I in a barrel with them? I the next there's the apocalypse. I I just wanna go to the zoo. I've been enjoying this and everything. I thought I would be when I'm just remembering how I met Shade, and now we're just being told just to go with it, and I go with it, and it's kind of fun, and it's been a wonder. But now it's like now we're having to deal with ending the world, and there's different worlds, and it's just too much. I
Dart's gonna put a paw on Vector's shoulder.
I
I get you.
yeah. I know. I just a part of me just wants to just figure out, like, I met so many wonderful people here, and now I'm worried that, like, my worst fear is probably I don't even know. I don't remember my own. I don't know. I don't remember what happened before. I don't think anyone has. But I don't know. But when Hendrik mentioned about them and how dangerous they were, and thinking about, and also apparently with different worlds. Sorry, I just suddenly thought, like what what if I'm dangerous?
You know,
What?
you are dangerous. But you're dangerous to bad people. Like Alabaster Gleam.
I, I, I know, but I don't know how dangerous.
I
I,
I know how
I,
you feel, Vector.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just,
Be sorry.
I, I just, I don't know. I guess I just needed to just get that energy out. Just do the zoomies. But I just feel knowing how things are now and what we're kind of dealing with now. I don't know.
And part of me is worried that I'm responsible.
For, for what? I I did nothing. You didn't do anything.
Don't know. Don't know if I did. That's the thing. That's the thing that scares me. I don't remember who I was or what I did before. All I do remember is that sometimes when I close my eyes, when I'm drifting off to sleep and I'm trying to think back of who I was before, all I can see are hurt faces. And I can't discern any details of who or what they are. All I know is that I'm the one that hurt them. Now combine that with me recognizing what this MD Industries. And when Kaza, you know, Kaza, you know, opened a memory for me. I was working, something like the 74th attempt at this experiment. It had to work. I'm scared of what I may have done. Don't know if I did it intentionally or accidentally. And only reason why I want to learn more is because I don't know if I'm trying to, absolve myself or seek, some kind of redemption. I don't know if I did something serious or something mundane, and limited data so far makes me worried that I may have done something horrible.
Yeah. Like just kind of look down. It's just, I'm sorry. Like
Don't
just
be.
kind of like, I, I, I just have a lot to think about. But maybe for now,
Focus on the mission.
yeah. Let's focus on the mission. Sorry, just let's get back to the others. We've already been holding them long enough.
I'm sure they're fine.
I think that after we're done with this mission, we should try and find somewhere that we can just relax for a little bit.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of crap we've been dealing with, I think we could all really, really use that.
I guess after this mission, I guess there's something I do wanna share. But I'm not gonna. Let's get this mission done.
And you're ready.
I feel like we already been here long enough. And all I can just say right now, the reason why I'm so worried, I just feel like I have a promise to make. And I'm not gonna let some world or something like me who could possibly be dangerous is gonna stop it. That I can know. And that is something I just want to just that is just one thing I just don't want. I don't want to break a promise. But maybe finishing this quest, maybe finishing this mission right now will get us one step closer for keeping that promise. And I'm sorry that I'll probably explain a little bit more later on that. But I just kind of doing that little
Puppy hug.
doing that little smushing his face to all right, get back to the mission. Back to the mission.
Jet is
mission face.
Jet is giving hug and paw to the mouth, to the muzzle. Stop apologizing. You didn't do anything wrong.
I know. It just gotta take a deep breath. He's gonna do his tippy tappies. Okay, just trying to get back to let's get back. Let's get back. Oof, okay. Oof, okay. Alright. Tippy tappies, tippy tappies.
All right. And we'll go ahead and end it off here then, I guess.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You thought you were getting one emotional scene this session. No, you got the double deal.
Yep.
So rockruff get all the emotions.
You can have emotions if you wanted.
Nah. Emotions are for wimps and rockruffs.
Okay, that means Shade can burn your stick with no problem then.
No, it means Argus will bap you. Argus will fight you for his ore.
Well, on the plus side, even though we didn't actually get to, go into the ruin, still got actual plot. Because you happen to talk to Hedrick and ask him questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. For at what cost?
Yep. I mean, hey, look, I didn't want to just copy over the whole time gear thing, so I went, oh hey, Dialga's counterpart is Palkia. I could work with that.
Heck.
Puts a lot of things in context, don't it?
I like it.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today for this Art Marten stream as well as Starlight New Dawn. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I could not do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, bringing in your friends, making sure you go and check out my friends who also stream, such as C3E10 as well as Aviating Wolf, and occasionally Taldarius and Arzadeu as well. And yeah, thanks so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We need hug your emotional support, rockruff.
Can I have an emotional support plushie of all the characters? I'm gonna need all the characters. I'm gonna need all the characters.
Argus needs an emotional support sandwich, but
I
he
make sure
can't
to
have
set
it.
up my shade plush on top of my monitor so I can look over to it when I need to be appropriately sassy.